Hi everybody. It's Jan, and I'm welcoming you to the second half of Introduction to Sociology. I know you didn't sign up for the online course. I have taught this online. In fact, I'm teaching another course currently online with the same format. So um, welcome to the online world, even if you didn't know you were going to be doing this. I hope that this video helps you to understand the module system and how I will expect our final project to be done, which again, I'm going to be having a individual conference on that Wednesday, the 1st of April. I believe I'm doing that at 2:30 so that we can have it more close in contact time with an actual face-to-face meeting. But most of our work is going to be done through the module system. I'm going to show you again, the syllabus has been changed to reflect what we're doing as far as the modules. So as you go through all the way to week 9, where we had spring break, we start to change over with module 11. And what happens is I will start having what's called an instructor lecture. They're all uploaded actually because I have taught this class. And I invite you to listen to the content, but know that at times that there may be references to something that's happening at the end of the week or something that it is not probably, unless I have said it in the announcements or it shows up in the syllabus, that I'm basically talking about the content. And I tried to make these as universal as possible and relevant to what we're talking about. Then you're gonna, in your social groups, not necessarily be doing a social group face-to-face, obviously, but you're gonna be doing a discussion board, which is similar to the discussion boards or the discussions that you were having in class. What's different is you're no longer going to be working on a final project together as a group. You're going to be doing individual presentations, and I'll talk more about that. It just is easier, and it's too difficult to coordinate that. So you're going to pick a subject. You can still do parking on campus or that type of thing, but I invite you to also consider that there may be other subjects you're interested in that we're talking about within the class that you will present your final project on. Those discussion boards are going to weigh heavily, and it's important to know there's an extra credit one this week. We didn't get a chance to process 13th, and it was a really tough movie. And I want to make sure this actually will go towards your exam 2 points. And so it's kind of giving you a bolster. No, I don't curve a test, but if you're willing to do the extra work for this discussion board, I will give you some extra points toward that exam, which will help you be successful for the end of class. Let's go to look at the modules themselves. As you kind of see the weights, our social groups are 15%, our exams are 25% each, so it's important. Our final project is 25%, and our quizzes, which again will prepare you for the online quiz or online test, are worth 10%. As you look at the modules, I would like you to scroll through, notice that much of it has been already set up in a module system. If you hadn't been paying attention to it, that was how I had set up the system, because I again have taught it online. What's different this time is as you get to week 11, this is where we start to move into the real nitty-gritty of doing online. I always have a description up here, a subheading of what we're talking about, to also recognize this week you're going to have an extra movie which goes towards your exam. And so let's look at this. First, the instructor lecture. This is where you're always going to find the instructor lecture. You'll go like this, it'll open it up in a different YouTube. You don't have to start it, but this is what it will look like with the quote of the day, just like I do.
Okay, welcome to.
So that will be how you get your lectures. Oops, let's go back over here. And again, with those lectures, the PowerPoints that are available to be able to study are right underneath those lectures. And then I have several links and videos because I don't like to embed them on the YouTube video. You will find if I have an extra video for you to watch to go to this. It's very important to watch these because they will give you a better perspective of what we're talking about as a whole.
There's a chart I saw recently that I can't get out of my head. A Harvard business.
I'm not going to have us go through that one right now, but really make sure to pay attention to those and include those in your social group discussions. As we look here, this is the PowerPoint that goes with this. This is your discussion board. I need you to not pay attention to this as something to go into. This is a placeholder, and I'll just describe that in a second, but your discussion boards will show up with a general question for everyone once March 25th opens up for people to respond to, and I believe it's 500 to 650 words. Each post is due from you, your initial post by 11:59 on Wednesdays, which is basically midnight, and then you're going to respond to those posts in the same exact thread. But what I do is I use this as a reminder to go in and get those extra points on the 27th, by the 27th, responding to the thread that's going here. And I put your points in this discussion response, but there's no submission there. So just FYI that all your responses will be through that initial thread. Also, this week is People Like Us. To get to that, it's a link getting into Canvas. So you will have to sign in through Canvas with it, and it may take a little time. This one's not responding very well today, but it will. I'll make sure that that's working. It's a basic old, I'm not kidding, you're going to make fun of all the different hairstyles and stuff, but it is a relevant piece about class that still talks about the culture of different classes and the way in which the class system works in our modern day society, even though that modern day may be 20 years old or 15 years old based on that film. This is your 7 points extra credit for the 13th. That was what I was talking about earlier. Each week, again, you're going to have your instructor lecture, different videos, which I'm wanting you to watch, social group discussions, and then you can also get to your quizzes. All the way through to exam week, which will be online, 40 questions, multiple choice with 2 essay questions and an extra credit quote. And then finally, your final project and presentation, and I'll take you into that. We'll talk more about this later, where you're going to pick a social problem to explore within the bounds of Emporia State University. You're going to have a 10-minute voiceover with either video, PowerPoint, some sort of a presentation, plus a 3-page paper. That was going to be a 3-page paper and a group project before, but this will show you how to do that. You can, again, pick different areas. You can do something even that's not listed on here. And this is a set of tutorials to help you through and a rubric. Again, I'm going to be discussing that in a separate video. The conference, speaking of that, is going to be, you're going to go into that area right there. I'm going to go back to it again, actually, so you can see. On the side, when I ask for you to be part of a conference, this is what I'm talking about. It says access denied, but there's an invitation that is going to be sent out to you. And once I start the conference, you're going to be able to enter into the conference. And then once we're in it together, there will be a chat on the side, and there'll be video space over here. Please mute your mic as we'll enter that room. And if you're not able to be there at 2:30 on the 1st, it's recorded and will be available the next day. Okay, I think that describes most of what's going to be going on. I know it's very awkward for some if you've never actually done an online class, so please feel free to contact me more about that. Again, my contact information is over here, and you can get a hold of me at jtodd@emporia.edu or text me, telephone me, 913-553-0267. I hope you're all doing well, and I understand this is not what you wanted, but we're going to make the best of it, and I hope that we can continue to learn about the importance of sociology as it makes a difference in our lives. Hang in there.